Okay, so here is how I make flashcards in order to help me revise for A-level physics. Now, the first thing that I do is I've got an online version of the CGP book here. Try to somehow, some way, try to get an online version of the book that you use. Is going to be much more helpful, because to be fair, a lot of people say that you need to copy stuff down, all the information down in your own words, but I don't like that for two reasons. Reason number one is I don't like it because what if you get the information wrong? So copying everything down means you know exactly, you know all the information that you're copying down is 100% correct, and because language, as you go higher and higher in the curriculum, is a very, very important thing. They have to nail down perfectly, otherwise it's not going to make sense. And number two is just much more easier than spending time having to write stuff in your own words. I'd much rather learn something like this rather than writing it down in my own words. And if you look at literature as well, writing stuff in your own words is very, very inadequate or very, very inefficient when it comes to actually learning the content at hand. What I'd much rather like to do is reinforce that content by reviewing it and seeing the content again every single day. So that's why when I do make flashcards, I get the book on my left side, I get the flashcard app I'm using, which is ANKI. In this case, on my right hand side, I like ANKI because it incorporates active recall and spaced repetition, especially the way that I use it, which I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you now, actually. So, first things first, I'll show you one that I'm just finished. I'm learning gravitational potential right now. It's about it's about fields, mainly fields. This is the big topic is fields, and then in this I've got gravitational fields. If you want to see an example, so this is how I've got all split out. I've got computer science, further maths, mathematics and physics, all the subjects I'm taking. I've split them apart like this. So if you go over here, chapter 7 fields, you can see 7.21, 7.22, and this is based on the AQA A-level physics textbook. So that's why it's 7.21, but you can organize it whatever way. And if I go over here, gravitational fields, right now I've only done one flashcard in it. So this is subheading, this is part of this heading chapter called fields. So this is the first flashcard I made in it, so you can see me making the flashcard in real time. What I did, this would be the front of the flashcard, this would be the back of the flashcard. Let me show you, let me preview it. So this is what I would see. And then this is, when I click to go to the back, this is what I would get, all of this. And here's the way that I structure it in order to help me out. So, first things first, we have all of these are keywords that help me try to remember the topic. What I'm trying to do, I'm not trying to read. I'm not going to be like, yep, gravitational field, blah, 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 and start reading it. Reading is not the thing that I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do when I do this is I'm trying to see all of these key terms. I'm trying to ignite sort of like my memory for it. So when I see force field, gravitational field, I'm trying to sort of recall. That's where the word active recall comes from. I'm trying to sort of any information I can think about any of these terms, see how to link together, see what if one opposes another, see what happens if one increases, one decreases, what are the meanings of all of these, how do they relate to each other, gravitational constant, what does that mean, what does that value represent, and what are the units for that value. So I would make questions from all these key terms in my head, try to answer them, and then anything that I don't know, that's where all of this information comes from. And also, when you open the flashcard, you get given some active recall questions, so it's to further help you try to give you a hint as to think about what you should think about. Over here, you should try to be thinking about most of your information from this topic from these keywords, but these can help you out. If you're really, really stuck on, okay, I don't know what to think about, these can give you a nudge, and then from these you can build upon them and start thinking about the topic even more. But if you can't remember anything, then you would have to go and check your knowledge against what's written over here. And then you keep on doing that again and again in a flashcard-like manner until you get it all correct. And just the way that the notation of how I laid it down over here, this anything that's in bold. So as I was saying, I would put the active recall questions first, and then I would start giving all of the information. Any line that's in bold, completely bold, that would be representing a topic from the book. So this would be gravitational field is a force field. That would be completely bold, and I would just copy and paste it. There's no point in changing it. Any keywords like force field, which may come up in the flashcard over here, I would make a red and make it bold. And then this is also a keyword that links to a definition. So any definitions or anything that links to something else, I would underline it, like over here. And another keyword is non-contact force, but I wouldn't really put that here in the front of the flashcard, because that can apply to anything. That can apply to forces as well. It's not a term specifically related to fields, so I wouldn't write it at the top of the thing. And then it's just sort of like a notation that helps me at least think about how to organize all of this in my head, the mental schema, as Justin Sun calls it. Anyway, force fields, I haven't highlighted in red here because I've already highlighted in red over there. So why bother doing it again? Is when you're highlighting in red, it should only be rare, like very, very rare, like once or twice throughout this whole entire thing, so it really pops out to you. If you highlight everything, then nothing's highlighted if you think about it.